Did they ever make it home? Or did something terrifying happen that kept them trapped all night? This is a chilling horror story. A family of 4, a husband, wife, and their 2 children, left their farmhouse to drive back home to Chicago after a relaxing vacation. It should have been an easy 1-hour drive. As they got closer to the city, they spotted a large "Welcome to Chicago" billboard. Relieved, they thought they would be home in just a few minutes. But a short time later, they saw the exact same billboard again. The wife brushed it off. "It's probably just our imagination," she said. Husband pressed harder on the gas. A few minutes later, the same billboard appeared for the 3rd time. Neither of them said a word. Their children were asleep in the back seat, and they didn't want to scare them. Then, knock, knock. 2 loud knocks echoed from the rear of the car. The husband quickly looked in the mirror. There was no one behind them. But for a split second, he thought he saw what looked like a torn, blood-covered hand pressed against the back window. His heart nearly stopped. The children woke up, frightened by the noise, but their parents somehow managed to calm them down and get them back to sleep. A few minutes later, a red Volkswagen Virtus came speeding up behind them, repeatedly honking its horn. The husband moved aside, letting it pass. They followed the car, hoping it knew the way. Then, it simply disappeared. No turn, no exit. It was just gone. That's when they realized they might be trapped in some kind of endless loop. Their fuel was running low, and panic started to set in. Just then, the same red Volkswagen appeared behind them again, flashing its headlights and honking, exactly like before. The husband let it pass. It was the same car. The same sequence repeated again and again. Terrified, the husband pulled over and reached for the ignition. But his wife stopped him. She remembered hearing an old superstition that as long as a car's engine stayed running, evil spirits couldn't get too close. So they left the engine on. The husband stepped outside. The road looked strangely familiar. It felt like they had already driven around the same stretch 5 or 6 times. He jumped back into the car and drove as fast as he could. But no matter how far they went, the Chicago billboard always appeared again. Eventually, everyone realized they were trapped. The children started crying. Their father tried to reassure them, even though he was just as terrified. Then, something shot past the side of the car at unbelievable speed. It didn't seem to have any legs. The wife and both children fainted from fear. The husband slammed the accelerator. Hours later, at around 6 a.m., they finally reached their home in Chicago. They had left the farmhouse at 6 p.m. the previous evening. A drive that should have taken just 1 hour had somehow lasted 12. Was it a paranormal encounter? A strange psychological illusion? Or something that can never be explained? What do you think? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more terrifying horror stories.